Good afternoon, Belize. It's midday and you're tuned into the news at noon, where we bring you the latest updates from around the country. I'm Isani Cayetano, and here's what's making headlines today. UDP leadership turmoil. Shine Barrow defies ouster, claims party leadership amidst call for unity and compliance. Jeremy Enriquez accuses Justice Honduras of misconduct and corruption following election delay ruling. St. John's Credit Union denies theft allegations, launches investigation amid social media uproar. And in this week's episode of Belize Unreal, the spotlight is on Orange Walk's Escalante family. 6 decades of business legacy. These stories are coming up in just 1 minute.
I'm Brittany, one of the newest faces around here. My stories are heartfelt and bring a fresh perspective. On the job, there is no challenge too great. Flooded highways, raging fires, or asking tough questions. My determination and willingness to connect with people help to deliver stories that put you, our viewers, at the forefront of issues. My motto: accurate, timely, and relevant. I am News 5.
Welcome back. There's fresh drama in the UDP as ousted Mesopotamia era representative Moses Shine Barrow insists he's still the party leader. In a letter dated Wednesday, Barrow addressed the UDP faithful, stating that he feels compelled to continue as leader until the next national convention, as originally planned. He wrote, quote, "After speaking with many of you and seeing how our beloved UDP has gone dormant, with no attempt at unity, no compliance with the party constitution, no adherence to procedures and structures of the party, no vision or resources to take the party forward, I am compelled to accept your call for me to continue as leader of the party," end quote. Barrow claims his term doesn't expire until the convention later this year. Notably, he had resigned as party leader 5 days after losing his seat in the March 12th general election, handing over to deputy party leader Hugo Pat, who then yielded to Tracy Panton as the rightful leader. Panton subtly responded to Barrow's claim on Facebook, stating that the party will focus on rebuilding from the ground up and won't be distracted by, quote, "the noise." She emphasized the need for all hands on deck and announced the UDP's first press conference since the elections will be held next Tuesday to discuss national matters. It's been 10 weeks since the High Court ruled against the constitutional claim brought by Jeremy Enriquez, in which he sought to delay the March 12th general election until redistricting was completed. Guess what? Enriquez has filed a complaint against Justice Tawanda Honduras, alleging judicial misconduct and corruption. In a detailed 150-page document sent to Chief Justice Louise Blenman, chair of the Judicial and Legal Services Commission, Enriquez outlines his grievances. Enriquez's complaints include accusations of hostility and unprofessional behavior by Justice Honduras. One serious allegation is that during a break in the hearing, Justice Honduras was overheard saying that he had already decided to dismiss the application. These remarks were reportedly heard by senior counsel Anand Ram Logan's law partner and associates listening virtually from Trinidad. Justice Honduras denied the claim, stating, quote, "Whatever information you've been told is patently incorrect," end quote. We will continue to follow this development. Allegations of theft at St. John's Credit Union have been making waves online after a woman took to Facebook with claims that around $15,000 vanished from her cousin's account in just a few weeks, with no transaction history to explain the loss. She also accused the credit union of dismissing their concerns and offering no assistance. This morning, SJCU responded to these accusations, calling them baseless and libelous. In an official press release, SJCU stated, quote, "We wish to inform our valued members and the general public that the entirety of the information contained in the said social media post is malicious and defamatory," end quote. The credit union also said that it has launched an internal investigation into the matter, but has assured the public that there are proper records and audit trails for all transactions. In this week's episode of Belize Unreal, we continue our spotlight series on long-standing businesses across various municipalities. After exploring Belize City, San Ignacio, and Punta Gorda, we now head to Orange Walk. There, we spoke with Adriel Escalante, a third-generation member of the Escalante family, who has been in business for over 6 decades. Their ventures include Escalante's bus service, Zeta Purified Water and Ice, and Zeta Auto Parts. Join us as we dive into their story and legacy.
It all started with my family running the Escalante bus line, right? And eventually the family decided to venture into the ice and water business, no? Which started, I think, in 1960. So they have 64 years running the business. Now I would say like 18 years passed by, and that's when they decided to open the auto parts here in Orange Rocktown. I'd say I was like 8 or 10 years. I started to go with my dad and with him seeing how my dad is working with the auto parts business, you know. And then from there on, I said, you know what, I enjoyed it. And from there, I said, you know what, like, I have this passion with automobiles. I loved sports cars, and I feel like it run through my blood.
That's a wrap for the news at noon. But don't worry, there's plenty more coming your way at 6 p.m. We'll dive deeper into these stories and more. In the meantime, visit channel5belize.com and follow us on Facebook for real-time updates. And don't miss Open Your Eyes tomorrow morning for fresh takes on today's headlines. Thanks for tuning in, Belize. Stay informed, stay inspired, and have a fantastic afternoon.
Veracidad, imparcialidad.
Hemos estado haciendo el trabajo como organización.
Y tus noticias en español.
Están en aguas beliceñas, entonces esta bandera se queda aquí.
Sintoniza Canal 5 cada viernes a las 7 de la noche.
Tenemos que resolver dos grandes problemas de este país.
Su voz importa, su acción cuenta.
Transfusión sanguínea, elementos que indican un deterioro evidente del estado de salud.
Somos Noticiero 5 Semanal.
Perdió la vida en un heroico intento de proteger a su hermano. El Tribunal de Magistrados de la ciudad de Belice se paralizó. La policía está investigando 2 asesinatos separados.
Tu fuente de información.